To see the explosion with Formula One and the sport itself, now we start to see the people behind the wheel and the teams and the drama. The Drive to Survive program has done very well to bring a lot to the sport.
Yeah.
And now we're going into a new year that's about to really be quite interesting because no one knows what these cars are going to be like, who's going to be competitive, who isn't. So it's wide open. So it's going to be exciting, and the race is going to start up in the next month or so. The testing's been fun. I don't know if you've been watching any of that.
No, I haven't. But
I
you
think
have, clearly.
A lot of them are
I love your
sandbagging.
boy-like energy about this.
Yeah, no, I do. I just love it. One of the greatest moments, too, here in London for me is that Sir Sterling Moss, when he was alive, invited me over to his house for dinner. That's like the Bond villa. It's like he had built it, and he had like push button, the elevator and everything.
Did he really?
And I think Williams put in an elevator for him, right? Because of all of that. And he had all his trophies, and his wife was there, and we just started reminiscing about it. And he had done the Mille Miglia and won, of course. With Mercedes. And we talked all about that. So it was great. And Jackie Ickx and all of these heroes of that period, I've got an opportunity to sit down with and get to know through the racing. And they always would come up to me and were really kind and supportive in my racing career.
How do you manage to make it work alongside the movie making? Because I know that, if I'm hosting a show, I'm not allowed to ski, for example.
When I was negotiating the contract, I was in Europe racing, and they found out about it. And I know they're out there listening. So they were like, "You can't race." And I had a number of races. I was going to race, I think, over here at Silverstone, and then we had some stuff in Sweden that we were going to do. I wanted to do a European thing, and I had a couple races in Brazil as well. But then production shut that down.
Wow.
So I had to make a decision.
Or you take a movie like Ferrari, where you play a racing car driver and problem solved, right?
Oh, I stalked Michael Mann for years because he tried to make that movie for about 20 years. And he goes, "You're just too old for everything." He goes, "You know what? Why don't you come in? We'll sit down, we'll talk." So we were talking about cars. And I would run into him at car events all the time, And he goes, "What about playing Piero Taruffi?" And Piero Taruffi won the race at age 50.
You're like, "I'll take it."
He was like the silver fox. And he goes, "You want to do the driving as well?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, sure." I couldn't believe we got the insurance. Of course, we were shooting in Italy, in Modena. They shut down the city, and we were driving around the roads. And we were racing as fast as the cars could go. It felt like I stepped back in time, and I was a part of that era. And to me, that was the most romantic period and most deadly.